Hi, this is Mrs. Sergeant Teddy Bear, and today I'm organizing the homeschooling shelf. It's a little more than just homeschooling, but that's what we call it. So let's jump right in and talk about my organization style. For everything, pretty much everything in my house now that is actually organized, I have clear bins with no lids, and they are also labeled. Without all three of those things, it is very unlikely that I will put things back where they go, or that anybody will. It's funny, this is definitely not how I grew up organizing things. In fact, when my mom comes over, it drives her crazy. She's glad to see that my stuff is organized and that I'm finding a system that's kind of working for me, but she always mentions how she could not handle it. She'll say something like, I'd put like a curtain up or put doors on them. And that's exactly my problem, is if I have to do the extra work, and it's not extra work, but it's kind of extra mental work to open a door or open a drawer or remember where things are supposed to live without seeing them, then it's just too hard for my poor little brain to do the job and finish putting things all the way away. Little sidebar here, that box in front of me on the table now is my office supplies, and it is not working, but I have not found another system that does work. So if anybody has any ideas for me, please tell me. And bear in mind, I can't deal with lids or drawers or anything useful for organizing. So with those restrictions, please let me know if you have any ideas that would work well for office supplies. This is also why you will always find my kitchen cabinets open. I'm actually considering taking the cabinet doors off of my cabinets in the kitchen. I don't know how well that will work because I like the idea of being able to close cabinet doors to lock away whatever mess is inside my cabinets. But the way I'm doing it now is clearly not working. So maybe it's time to give something new a try. It's funny, I tried Strattera, which is an ADHD non-stimulant drug, several months ago, and it was working for about 7 days. And one of the things my mom noticed on Skype with us is my cabinet doors were all closed. Unfortunately, Strattera did not work for me long term, and it was interfering with my antidepressant / anti-anxiety medicine, which at this point in my life is more important. It keeps me from being a mean person. And since the baby is still nursing, I cannot try a stimulant drug yet. But we'll give that a shot once he's done and see if that can help with a lot of things in my life. So at this point in the cleaning, you can see my 8-year-old bringing Nerf guns in constantly. And he has this game he likes to play where he'll bring like 4 stocks and ask me to pick one. And then he'll bring like 4, I don't know, the things you look through, scopes, and ask me to pick one. And then he'll bring like a bunch of different magazines and ask me to pick one. And then he'll show me the gun that I built. But the best part about this is I will pick something and then he'll tell me, well, actually the other one is recommended. And then of course I'll always go with whatever's recommended. So it's always a gun that he has chosen and built, but he likes to feel like I'm building the gun and then he's showing me the cool gun I built, and it's pretty great. It's pretty great, actually. So anyway, I'm super excited to be narrating another video again, finally. I really crave doing something creative, and this is kind of a way to make something as mind-numbingly boring as cleaning up kind of creative and kind of interactive and kind of more fun. I've recorded several videos over the last several months, but I just haven't been able to record narration or make the time to edit the videos, and it shouldn't take that long. But I lost my camera, which is kind of, if you look at my house, it's not surprising. It's probably a little more surprising that I didn't lose my camera sooner. But I did. I lost my camera, and it's kind of a weird story. I lost it. I'm going to say I lost my camera about 8 times now. And so eventually I bought a new one. And the problem with the new camera is that the first camera records like 20 minutes at a time. The new one only does about 10 minutes. And it's a lot more disruptive to try to reset my camera every 10 minutes than every 20 minutes. But the weirdest thing is we looked and we looked and we looked and we could not find it. So we bought a new one. And then all of a sudden there were two cameras in my camera box, like the old one and the new one. And I don't know how that happened. And my husband didn't find it. My kids didn't admit to finding it. And I don't think they would have made that up. So it was very weird. And then, of course, immediately after getting my old camera back, I dropped it again and it broke again. So I'm back to just the new camera with only 10 minutes. But it was very weird. It was very weird to lose it and be sure it was lost enough to fork over some money for a new one, only to find it unlost again. So, I don't know. Has anything like that ever happened to you? Like all 8 of you who are still listening at this point in the video? And speaking of dropping things and breaking them, I am very good at replacing the digitizer on my phone and tablet now, because I have broken them both multiple times. Actually, no, I will take that back. I did not break the screen on my phone, which I only got in March, because I had a glass screen protector on there and I broke that, and I am good at changing that. That's easy to change though. But I'm really proud of myself for being able to change the screen on my tablet. But fortunately, I found a case for my tablet that has a strap to hold it with, and it has a shoulder strap, and it's like a fortress for my tablet. And I have not broken the screen since I got that. So I only mention this to show a pattern in my life of dropping and breaking things. Anyway, today it is Thanksgiving, and I think I'm going to get this movie uploaded on Thanksgiving. So happy Thanksgiving, and I hope you guys are all staying well and healthy and safe, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.